Push share and
Good
follow
day,
for
friends.
more chemistry lectures.
Welcome. I still remain as Dr. D.I. June, your lecturer on chemistry on social media. The last lecture was on a molar solution. And I've told you how you can prepare a molar solution by first of all getting or calculating the atomic masses of all the atoms of the elements present in the chemical compound, dissolve it in 1 dm cube of water, that give you a molar solution. What I want to discuss with you now is how to prepare a standard or a molar solution. Now, this requires some abilities. In order to be able to prepare a molar solution or a standard solution, you must be able to, one, read the graduations of a measuring cylinder, because you need to have a measuring cylinder to prepare it. So you must be able to know how to read the graduations of the measuring cylinder. Number two, you must be able to weigh a chemical balance, substance on a chemical balance. We have spirit balance, we have chemical balance, where we can weigh the quantity of chemical substances you need. So you must have an idea or the knowledge or the ability to be able to weigh chemical substances on a chemical balance. Number three, you must also be able to read the measurements in the chemical balance. When you place a substance in chemical balance, you see an indicator reading. So you must be able to read the measurement of the chemical balance to know whether the amount of grams you needed are complete or not complete. Four, you must also be able to be very fast and accurate in measuring or weighing of that particular chemical substance. Why? Because some chemicals, such as sodium hydroxide and others, are hygroscopic. In other words, they absorb water vapor from the atmosphere and increase in weight. And therefore, you might be measuring a little amount of it, but the grams and the weight becomes more because of the water it absorbed. Five, you must be also able to know how to use a given apparatus per time. Because when it's apparatus, the instruments you work with, if you don't know the usefulness or the use of a particular apparatus, it means that you are not going to do anything. So, now let us go a practical activity. If, for instance, you are asked to prepare 0.1 molar solution of sodium hydroxide in 1 dm cube of water, how do you go about it? I come again. If you are now asked to prepare 0.1 molar solution of sodium hydroxide pellets in 1 dm cube of water, how do you go about it? Now, steps to prepare. One, get an empty and clean measuring cylinder. Clean and dry measuring cylinder. Two, get enough of distilled water. Then three, get a spatula. A spatula is like a spoon you use in carrying chemical substance and placing it in a balance. If it is too much, you remove some. If it is less, you add some. So we call it a spatula. Now, you calculate to know the grams of the sodium hydroxide that will dissolve in that one dm cube to give you a 0.1 molar solution. And if you cannot calculate to get the grams required, it means what you have prepared is not a molar solution. Now, remember that you are asked to prepare 0.1 molar solution, not 1 molar solution. 0.1 is 1/10 of 1. So, now look at this. here. 1 molar solution of sodium hydroxide in 1 dm cube contains 40 grams of sodium hydroxide. Now, therefore, 0.1 molar solution of sodium hydroxide will contains what? So the mathematics is that 0.1 here multiply these 40 grams all over 1 liter. You work it out, you have 4 grams because 0.1 is 1/10. So 4 grams. Now, if you now measure these 4 grams of the substance and dissolve it in 1 dm cube of water, which is equivalent to 1000 cm cube or a liter, then what you have gotten is 0.1 molar solution. But sometimes you can equally be asked to prepare 0.5 molar solution or 0.7 molar solution. So no matter what it is, you must first of all remember the molecular mass of all the elements in that compound first. Then know this formula that when that amount dissolves in 1 liter of water, you have gotten 1 molar solution. So now you convert the statement that 1 molar solution contains this amount of so chemical element or chemical substance. So that if that is given, if you are looking for 0.5 molar solution or 0.7 molar solution, then you are able to calculate and know the number of grams of that substance you needed before you dissolve it in 1000 cm cube of water. Now, once you have done this, the next thing to do is that 4 grams that you have measured out, you put it or you place it in an empty measuring cylinder. Clean, dry, empty measuring cylinder. Then you add your distilled water about to 1/4 level of the cylinder and allow it to dissolve well. That means the sodium hydroxide to dissolve well. When it is well dissolved, you now top the water in the cylinder until it is 1 dm cube. Because if you measure 1 dm cube of water before you place in the sodium hydroxide pellets, because of the space it will occupy, the volume will increase and it will even pour down. So you measure the number of grams needed, put it or place it in the empty cylinder. Then first of all put to 1/4 of the cylinder and allow the chemical to dissolve. You can also even shake the cylinder to make sure that they are properly dissolved. Then you now top the water in the cylinder up to the meniscus where you read 1000 cm cube. At that point, you have gotten 0.1 molar solution of the substance you are looking for. So, the 0.1 molar solution of another substance may not be the same 4 grams as of sodium hydroxide, because the mass of, like for example, the disodium tetrahydroxide is very high than this amount of 40. So if you calculate it, it will not be 4 grams, maybe 10 grams, maybe 14 grams, as the case may be. And that is why it is expedient that you must know the molecular mass of the elements that are present in the given chemical compound, so be able to know the molarity you are looking for by doing small calculations like this, so that you'll be able to sail through. And these things we're talking about are very important, because if you don't know how to read the calculations on the volume of the cylinder, it means you won't be able to prepare the correct or accurate volumes of water needed. So I will stop here for a while. In our next class, we'll see again. Please remember to like, comment, and share this video, and also follow me to have more chemistry lectures. Bye for now. God bless.